What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Nick from LiftLabReviews.com, and today we're going to be talking about something that's getting a lot of hype, no pun intended, and that is the Hyperbelt from Versa Gripps. This is something that Versa Gripps is calling their all-day training belt. You can use it whether you're doing heavy lifts, conditioning, or hypertrophy work. Usually, belts have a specific use. This one claims it's good at all things. I've been testing it out for the last couple of months with my clients and on myself during my workouts here in the Lift Lab, and I'm gonna take you through a full review and what I think. Let's get into it. To start off, this is a 6-inch belt. It is a full core support belt, so it covers almost your entire midsection, and it is designed to give a snug but locked in feel around your entire midsection. And these belts are specifically sized, so you wanna measure from your belly button around to order your specific size belt, and it comes from an extra small all the way up to, I believe, a double XL, so should fit most body types and belly sizes. And one little tip is that they do recommend sizing down if you're in between sizes. This is a 5mm belt, and they use a blend of lightweight but firm material throughout. It is far more flexible than a traditional leather weightlifting belt, like that one up there. So the big promise here is that you're much more comfortable during your entire workout, not just during a single heavy lift, which is why they call it the all-day training belt. Let's talk a little bit next about size and comfort. I measured around to my belly button, ordered the size that suited me, and overall I would say the fit is pretty spot on. I can get it as tight as I'd like. I don't run out of Velcro room here, and I still have room to loosen it up and kind of let it just hang out on my waist if I'm in between sets and don't want that snug feeling. As you can see, it's really easy to adjust. There's a Velcro patch running just almost the entire strap, almost around to the side of my waist here, and a small Velcro section here that attaches. All you need to do to tighten it is pull it over and attach the Velcro, and I've had no issues at all with the Velcro popping off. And one of the things I really love about it is that it doesn't dig into my hips or ribs like a traditional leather belt would. After using lever belts and leather belts for years, I would end up with black and blues on my hips or on my ribs, mostly on my hips after some heavy lifts. With this, I get a very similar feeling while lifting, but I don't have all those bruises and discomfort, and I don't feel the need to really take off the belt between every single set. And because it's pretty comfortable throughout, I think it does sort of stand up to their all-day training belt. So how does this belt actually perform? I know I spoke a little bit about comfort, but what about during the actual lifts? For me, I feel supported, but not 100% locked in on very heavy singles or very low rep, high weight sets like I would with a leather belt. So I would say if your whole world is chasing a single rep, or you're a really competitive or serious powerlifter, this belt, while still useful and could work and may work for you, may not be 100% suited to you. But for those seeking more hypertrophy work, conditioning work, I absolutely love this belt. That's a majority of my own style of training. So for me, this suits me really, really well. I barely ever pull out my leather belt anymore, even if I'm doing heavier sets, because I never go super low rep anymore. Just not my style of training. It doesn't suit my goals. So that's where this belt fits perfectly for me and for most of my clients, because most of my clients are general population, people looking to get fit, stronger. We're not doing 1-rep max type sets and all out efforts where I really feel like the leather belt is necessary. And this belt, in my mind, feels like it provides enough support to let them maximize the training they're doing. I absolutely love this belt doing my hypertrophy work, like Romanian deadlifts, bent over rows, overhead presses, dumbbell front squats, back squats, split squats, anything where you want a little bit extra stability, but you still want to be able to breathe and have some mobility in your trunk. Sometimes with the leather belt or lever belts, you feel like you can't fully breathe, where this belt is flexible enough that you can kind of still get some breathing in. It doesn't feel like it's constricting you during those high rep sets where conditioning or breathing may actually limit you if you feel like you can't fully get your breath in. And speaking of conditioning, I actually have ran it through some conditioning workouts, CrossFit style stuff. And the cool thing about it, even though you may not want to have it locked in at all times, is that it's really easy to adjust. Like if I'm in a circuit and I'm doing exercise where I don't really feel like I need the belt, I don't have to take it off. I don't have to pop it out and put it in another pinhole, or with lever belts, you don't really have any adjustability. This, I can loosen up just a little bit by just pulling it, boom. 1 second later, and I'm ready for a lift that doesn't need the belt, and then I'm jumping right back into another exercise where I want that stability and I just pull over. And I can pull even tighter to adjust very easily. I'm not trying to hit a specific notch, which can be difficult with a leather belt or a lever belt. That's hard to say. So as far as the design and build goes, it's a very clean looking belt, kind of a dark gray material. Got very simple branding here, just Hyperbelt. Everything's kind of blacked out. You have a black clasp here that's all blacked out. On the inside, not too much branding, just a little American flag there. These belts are made in the USA, so if that is something that you care about, you can support a US brand product. And overall, I like the looks. It's a clean feel. It's a premium feel. Not too much to it, but I like it. It's also really easy to roll up and store. You can throw it in your gym bag. You can throw it up on the wall. You know, you can fold it up as much as you want. It won't hurt the belt or ruin the belt or flex the belt. Just pops back out into its typical form. So that's easy storage to throw in a gym bag, take with you. Now that we got kind of through the quality, feel, performance, who is this belt for? Coming in around $80 after discount code Nicholas, you get 10% off. I think the belt comes to, it's usually like 89 currently, and it's around 80 after my code Nicholas. You can find a link down below. If you guys do purchase through that link, I do get a small kickback. It's no additional cost to you, but it really helps support the channel and help me make reviews just like this. So if you do decide to purchase one, I'd really appreciate that. At that price, it's a premium nylon belt. This is for someone who's serious about their training, wants to buy a quality US made product. If it's anything like their other product from Versa Grip, which is their Versa Gripps straps, which I highly recommend, and I have a review on these as well. I'll put a link up here, but I've had these for 10 years and I'm still using the same pair. They're kind of like my babies now. I could get a new pair, but the blood, sweat, and tears have went into these, so I don't really want to give them up for a newer pair. So if the quality is anything like those, then this belt's going to last a long time. I think the person that would enjoy this belt would be the person that is into bodybuilding, into strength and conditioning, maybe not your extreme powerlifters or strongmen, although could be useful in some situations. That might not be the ideal belt for you, but at the end of the day, it's really for someone who enjoys using a belt and wants a belt that they can use through most of their training. I could leave this on probably 80% of my time that I'm training, and I would be entirely comfortable. It would help give me a little more stability and support during my workouts. And I really enjoy the ability to be able to breathe while I'm training and quickly adjust as I'm going through my session. I think this is one of the better all-around, all-purpose belts there are on the market. I've used it with a ton of my clients here in the gym. They've all really enjoyed it, and I found that even though this one is sized to me, it does fit a wide variety of body types. So if you want a belt that just can roll with you through your entire workout and not feel like you're wearing a piece of armor, this would be the belt for you. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and use that code Nicholas at checkout if you want to get 10% off on your Hyperbelt. Thank you, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.